Okay, still on COVID-19, we all know we have different COVID-19 vaccines all around the world, and basically we have our own, but the US uses Johnson & Johnson COVID-19 vaccine, and of course right now they have actually suspended the Johnson & Johnson COVID-19 vaccine. Let me just quickly make a little dig in before we talk about this. It says that the Food and Drug Administration scientist Peter Marks said the disorder, of course, which is triggered by a rare immune response to this vaccine, is similar to that seen among a few hundred recipients of the AstraZeneca jab in Europe. And of course, both vaccines are based on a lot of technologies, and the US authorities are now carrying out an investigation which could end up leading to a tough regulatory choices, such as restricting the J&J shot. Now, people who have received this J&J shot to subsets of the population are reported that they experience severe headaches, abdominal pain, leg pain, shortness of breath, and of course causing blood clot. Now, the company has announced its delay, of course, in distribution to the Europeans, and of course the global immunization campaign. So we have, out of nearly 7 million Americans who have so far received the single dose vaccine, 6 aged between 18 and 48 developed a rare type of clot in the brain, along with low platelets low platelets. That is what one of the officials said, and one actually later died, having a critical condition. Now that's something to put into consideration when you find out your citizens are falling ill. And you know, the shortness of breath got me, because that is just part of the symptom of COVID-19. So having the vaccine should subside. Okay.
Thank God that Nigeria is not taking J&J.
Yeah.
So, one thing there is this. I have a female friend in US, in Pittsburgh to be precise. The day she took it, we were talking. Even when she was taking the first jab, we were talking. I said, I'm going to take my own jab. I think it's maybe about 3 months ago, or 2 months or thereabout. And after that, he said, I've taken it. They asked me to wait for 30 minutes. And the way they did that, because we were doing video calling, I said, come, I hope they will be giving us vaccine in these kind of facilities. They did it in such a way that when you want to sit, immediately they are through with you. It's like they did it the way we are going to have a bunkie in banks. That is how they did it. So, and you now go, you just step back. They've created a very good area that you sit down. Instead that you are sitting down, they are bringing coffee for you, they are bringing all those chooks, a lot of all these snacks, whatever they are bringing for them, and they were there. After 30 minutes, somebody are watching them, they will ask them some questions. After them, they ask them to go, and they give them numbers that you are going to call. After maybe 3 hours, he took it, went to job. After 3 hours, now called me that I'm having serious headache. And I told him, I said, come, this is one of the symptoms they said probably you are going to see. It was difficult for about 48 hours. Wow. In fact, she couldn't go to work, and she has to call. They asked her to do some certain things. And after 48 hours, she's fair and healthy. So there is no, apart from the natural thing that is coming from God, there is no man-made that doesn't have all these kind of side effects. Yes. But what is happening is that in a country where they are very, very sensitive to their environment, I think the first thing they have to do is that they have to stop it and look around. And I know they are also working it. And don't forget, they even want to go beyond J&J. There are other brands that they are romancing already, but maybe they were going to allow that. Then in our own case here, I said it last week, that the reason why Ministry or Federal Ministry of Health said they should stop fasting there is because they want to look at the one that remains. Mama Ura confirmed it in the week. Yeah. He confirmed it that the reason why they ask them to stop is because they want more to come in, so that they will have enough for those who are going to take their own second dose in June. But what is important here is that I still want to tell people that we should still take our precautions. Our life is so important. It's not government that owns our life. It is personal to us. So let us do the needful. Then another thing again is that we are having National Sports Festival in Edo. I was fortunate to have watched 2 or 3 games. I don't see anything called social distancing. I don't see even all the precautions were broken. All, even those big guns. Commissioner for sport in which I could see them not wearing anything. And that particular state, I hope all those who that partake in that sports festival that is going to end today, they should all go for test too. After, so that they will be able to, so that they are not going to be giving the burden of that viruses to their state, because don't forget, 37 states including FCT participated. So they should not go and be turning it out to everybody in that particular state. It's very, very important. As much as some people think it has gone, because the attitude of our government officials, of Nigerians generally, people not exist again. But me, I told them, as much as you have the right not to use face masks and follow the precautions, I also have inalienable rights also to still protect myself, and I'm doing it wonderfully.
Okay, Femi.
Let me align my thoughts with his. Honestly speaking, even till now, the world is still surprised that Africa is not really down as far as COVID is concerned. You know, there's this projection that they were expecting as per death rates, and probably even the vaccines, the effect of the vaccines, because you know, climate, body reactions, and body makeup and other stuff. But that's why I just say, God, we just need to thank God in everything. But let's give it to the US. The technology is there. Yes, you know, if it were an African country, there would have been a lot
of people died before they even
effect before they even start. In fact, look at what happened earlier before Kano could accept that it's actually COVID. Yes. They were saying strange
illness
or whatever. You understand? So imagine what would have happened, and it would have spread like that. And probably one of the reasons why a lot of people were skeptical about actually taking some of these vaccines, and why they wanted the government top functionaries to actually lead by example. Be that as it may, I'm sure you also know that Redeemers University is partnering with Cambridge, UK, to produce a locally made vaccine. And although, like I said earlier on, Nigerians always have this like a dazzle attitude as regards anything made in Nigeria, especially with what is happening in the US right now. But I'm just of the opinion that Standard Organization of Nigeria, NAFDAC, so many of these agencies, see, we need some of these real certified agencies to come up to speak. We don't trust politicians, but you trust your doctor. To a very large extent, you trust your doctor. You get what I'm saying? So we need some of these professional bodies to speak up so that Nigerians can have that trust to take these vaccines, so that we don't go wrong. Then adding to the sports festival, in fact, although we'll still get there later, but I'm of the opinion that none of the precautions were taken, and I'm really very scared. What I expect is that as they round off today, every state should, as they land in states of origin, they should force them to self-isolate. Not just even force them to self-isolate at home. We have isolation centers. These guys should be kept in isolation for 14 days. I think that's the standard. Yes. Then after 14 days, then they can be released to. Imagine members of their family coming to welcome them. Imagine those members of the family having friends. Imagine those members of the family having colleagues at work. Imagine, you understand what I'm saying? Imagine those colleagues having children, those children having colleagues at schools and peers, and before you know it again, we are back to zero. And we wouldn't have said the sports festival should not hold, because some people actually wanted to earn their legitimate means of income, but they didn't keep to the regulations that holds or stand as far as COVID-19 is concerned. All the same, I expect state governors, commissioner for sports to rise and ensure that these people self-isolate. That's my stand, actually.
Okay.